A veteran Thai politician has decided to take legal action against a famous celebrity for posting sexually explicit comments against her youngest daughter. Thai Sang Thai's party leader and prime ministerial candidate Kun Hing Sudarat Geyurapan has vowed to take legal action against famous actor Do Pakalam for making sexually explicit comments against her daughter Yotsuda Leela Panyalet. She said during an election rally on Sunday that the legal action is nothing personal, but a move to stop people from objectifying women and to respect people's dignity regardless of who they are. So far, the party has already appointed a team of lawyers to file charges of sexual harassment and violations of the Computer Crime Act against the actor.
เคสนี้ก็ถือว่าไม่ใช่เป็นเรื่องส่วนตัวเป็นหน้าที่ของคนที่เป็นพรรคการเมืองที่จะต้องทำให้เรียกว่าเปลี่ยนความคิดของคนในสังคมแล้วกันนะคะให้มันเกิดขึ้นให้ได้ว่าวันนี้เราควรจะเคารพศักดิ์ศรีความเป็นมนุษย์ร่วมกันการที่โดนแบบนี้ไม่ต้องลูกของดิฉันนะคะเป็นลูกของยายมียายมาเขาก็ควรจะได้รับการ respect การเคารพเช่นเดียวกัน
Yotsuda, who is Kun Hing Sudarat's daughter, has been attracting much attention as Thailand is preparing for the next general election. She has been helping her mother in election rallies here and there. Photos and interviews of her were widely shared across social media platforms, attracting mostly positive reactions. But the whole outrage came from this comment posted under one of her photos. The actor initially denied writing the comment, but later admitted to posting it, claiming he was slightly intoxicated at the time. Sudarat posted a statement on her Facebook page condemning sexual harassment directed at her daughter. Her post says, "I must stand up and fulfill my role as a mother to protect the dignity of my daughter and of all women. No one should be subjected to this kind of humiliation or have their dignity violated." She stressed that the comments in question were not mere jokes, but constituted an affront to human dignity and gender equality and could amount to abuse and violation of the law. Yosuda also posted on Instagram that she is disappointed to see that the act of disrespecting other human beings still persists in society today, and it's even more disappointing that it's coming from a public figure. Pakan has posted a public apology on social media and traveled to the party's headquarters to apologize to both Yotsuda and Kun Hing Sudarat in person, only to find out that it was closed during the New Year's.
ก็อยากจะขอโทษก่อนเลยนะครับหลังจากไปไล่เลียงไทม์ไลน์โทรหาแอดมินนะครับซึ่งผมมีอยู่7คนนะครับก็ทราบเรื่องมาแล้วว่าจริงๆแล้วน่าจะเป็นผมเองนะครับเพราะว่าเมื่อคืนก็มีการกินเลี้ยงปีใหม่กันแล้วก็ผมเนี่ยไม่ทราบเลยว่าน้องผู้หญิงในรูปเนี่ยเป็นใคร
Coincidentally, the drama came right on the same day when the revised anti-sexual harassment law came into effect on December 30th, 2025. According to the revised law, the definition of sexual harassment goes beyond physical, but it also includes verbal, gestures, stalking, as well as online sexual harassment. Offenders will face harsher penalties as follows. The penalty for verbal sexual harassment or gestures such as staring at someone's body parts or catcalling is 1 year in prison or a fine of up to 20,000 baht. Unwanted physical contact, such as touching or hugging someone without their consent, is also 1 year in prison or a fine of up to 20,000 baht. As for online sexual harassment, such as sending sexually explicit messages, comments, or photos, the offender can face up to 3 years in prison or a fine of up to 60,000 baht. If an offender abuses a position of authority to harass a victim, such as a manager targeting a subordinate or a teacher targeting a student, the penalty will also be 3 years in prison or a fine of up to 60,000 baht. And if the victim is under the age of 15, the offender faces the harshest penalty, which is up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 100,000 baht, regardless of whether they consented or not. Meanwhile, Dr. Chaneti Thinnam of Chulalongkorn University commented that this case has proven that most Thais lack understanding about sexual consent, with some still believing that criticizing or objectifying women is normal. For this case in particular, it is a clear example of online sexual harassment, where it is not only about two people, but other people on the platform that has seen it. In fact, sexual harassment is just the tip of the iceberg because it deeply reflects the power dynamics, cultural and gender norms, and the people's mindset, which allow these problems to persist in Thai society. Sadly, cases like these are nothing new in male-dominated politics. According to recent data from UN Women, women remain underrepresented in politics. Only 25 countries are led by a woman, while women account for just 22.9% of cabinet ministers. Women are mostly concentrated in portfolios associated with gender equality, family and children's affairs, and social affairs, while men remain dominant in critical policy domains such as defense, finance, and foreign affairs, which shape national agendas and global priorities. And because of the lack of gender parity, female politicians are still subject to sexual harassment and demeaning comments about their capabilities. Even with more women in parliament and revisions to the anti-sexual harassment law, there is still much more to be done to ensure a safe environment for all individuals. Like what Kun Ying Sudarat said, the objectification of women must come to an end, and that everyone's human dignity must be respected regardless of gender.